when people get in car accidents and then there is traffic.
Oh, I need to see. I need to see.
Oh my God.
I'm like this.
No. It drives me absolutely insane.
I need to see it.
It's horrible to me.
Come on.
I make a point of when I no, that's on principle because it pisses me off so much
that's on God. She said, that's on principle. That's on God.
Hey, babe.
Hey, honey.
Come here. You have something right there. That's what love and marriage is.
No.
Oh, wait, I didn't even get it. Oh, maybe it's just a skin tag.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Oops, it fell off. It was just DNA. That was a weird moment, but I can't say anything about it because my brain is mush because it's so hot in LA recently. Like SWAS 24/7 hot.
If you don't know what SWAS is, it's sweaty ass.
That's
together
what it
in
is.
one word. SWAS.
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 SWAS. Shout out to Nicole. SWAS. SWAS. This heat feels like sticky.
It's a little damp. It has a little bit of humidity in it. It has a little bit of claustrophobia in it. I feel like, right? When you go out, you're like, I can't really move in my body. And I also said the other day, I was like, I wonder if this is what a potato feels like when we're dehydrating it in the oven. Like just walking outside and just slowly being sucked of its water content. I think we're being cooked slowly.
We're being slow.
And then I'll say, people are like, why do you think that is? I'm like, global warming. They're like, I don't believe in global warming. And I just look at them with a blank stare.
Low and slow.
Sure, it's not global warming, as it's the hottest that it's ever been in record history.
But I think that it's getting to your brain a little bit. I think it's like your brain. Yeah, I think your brain is cooking. Because the fact that you asked yesterday if you could give me a pedicure, what's going on? I'm scared.
I don't like feet. I told myself if I marry, I must marry a woman whose toes are nice enough for me to touch. And I touch your toes.
You do, and you give me the best foot massages ever.
That's about as far as we go. I've been really working on my home manicure pedicure lifestyle because inflation has taken prices so far, so high that I'm going to be doing my own gel pedi
Look
manis.
at these nails. You did these yourself. It's so amazing.
I did these myself. I found this really cool product, which is an acrylic paint pen for your nails.
I have a question.
Yeah.
With those nails, how do you feel about taking them and putting them in that teapot and pulling out what we're talking about?
Well, being that
Can they do it?
Well, being that they are builder gel nails with a nice top coat, I think I have the ability, very demure, very mindful, with just the flick of the wrist.
Oh, amazing. Uh-oh.
I hate this shit. I hate it. I think it is human
trafficking.
Well, it is technically human it's not. It's traffic.
Oh, I was close. Human trafficking. It's traffic.
It's traffic.
Wow.
I hate this shit. I think it's ridiculous. I think that it's a human's fault that this is happening. The bigger the cars we build, the more people that come on this earth, the more traffic there's going to be. And they're not helping it. Because they're building more apartment buildings and more houses, but they're not building wider roads.
I know.
Or more ways to get to places.
There's a lot of traffic. And I think that my idea still is the best idea I've ever heard, which is, you know, when you go to the airport and you can walk on that fast, like, escalator belt, I think that's what freeways should be. I think that people should be able to, like, program in where they're going. So if I need to go to Santa Monica, I can go to the 10 freeway, I can plug in Santa Monica, I can get on, and then it just takes me. And it's one set speed. You don't drive the car. You're just being moved. But I digress.
Well, don't digress too much, because in the movie WALL-E, inside of the space station, they had that. And it's definitely possible.
Hopefully, maybe in the year like 2048, who the hell knows. But that's the year that Xenon took place.
Oh, I was like, why does that sound familiar? Okay, keep going.
Yeah, you guys. But I think that this is something interesting that you and I can shine some light on. We have lived in Los Angeles. We have lived in New York. Two very different traffic cities and two very different transit cities, meaning like LA, there's no public transportation. I mean, there is, but it's shit. But then in New York, it's like the only way to get around.
I think with New York, it's a culture of my turn, let me get in. It's kind of bumper cars.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the magic of New York, actually. I love driving in New York. It's like kind of fun. It reminds me of that Jason Statham movie where he was Death Race or something like that.
Oh my God.
And so with LA, it's a little bit more laid back. There's no real bombarding of traffic. However, there is unconscious drivers in the sense that they're not paying attention to their surroundings.
We're all on our phones.
Doing things. What do you feel?
Found it really interesting. In LA, it was like there were rules to the road. And learning to drive in Los Angeles, which I did, like 15 got my permit, 16 got my license. It was like when there is a stop sign, you stop. When there is a light, you stop. When there are pedestrians, you stop. I was shocked because, like you said, in New York, it is a free-for-all. It's kind of like go. And the first time I actually really experienced it was in Paris. Because driving in Paris is like an actual video game.
Try to drive in Thailand.
Oh, yeah. It's like there are no rules. It's like every man is out for himself, every pedestrian is out for himself, and you just like fit in where you can and you go as you can. So that was wild.
And in other countries, add bicycles and add people on like mopeds and stuff.
It's wild. Do you have road rage?
I don't anymore because I know how to stop it. And the best way to stop road rage is to put on music that does not incite it. So when I was younger,
Hawaiian music.
Like that. When I was younger, I would be like, I'm getting in the car. Let me put my top down. Let me ride on my beat, babe, my 808s. Let's pop. Now I have to listen to like Andrea Bocelli or like classical music or some type of,
calming.
Yeah, lo-fi calming.
I don't know that I've actually felt like true road rage. Like there are some people who honestly like go black red out. And black out. I think that I have definitely felt this like surge of frustration when I'm driving and then I'm behind someone who's like going 15 miles an hour and I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like there is this instant like, oh, get out of my way. And like I will like honk the horn or be like, what the hell? And it's curious to me that it is so trigger happy for people on the road. People become so easily frustrated, and good people. Like I'm not an angry person, I'm not like a, but I will get
You're
like.
Not a what? That's angry.
I'm driving my fast car and I'm being annoyed that people are like in my way.
That's a fast car. I need to check my shit.
Beep, beep.
I think you should tell the story about the time that we experienced a road rager on a bicycle. And not a bicycle, a motorcycle.
Okay, so this was crazy and you were at fault. But we got to be 100 and call a spade a spade. So here's the deal. We were up in the windy Topanga Canyon roads and Raven was going to make a right-hand turn. She was at a stop sign. And honestly, there should be a light there because the oncoming traffic is coming so fast on this road. It's very difficult. But we're stopped at the stop sign. Raven is waiting. The cars go. And then she's like, okay, cool. I can make my right-hand turn. She makes her right-hand turn and we hear this like little horn, like kind of like a bitch horn, to be honest. And then a person on a motorcycle comes around us.
For those of you who don't know, motorcyclists don't have to stay right in the center of the road. That one lane is broken up into 3 to 4 different lanes.
It's so crazy. California is bizarre. And we're like, okay, oh my gosh, this person was clearly in her blind spot. And he cuts us off immediately and then starts slowing down. So we have to slow down. It was very weird. And we right away were like, this is freaky.
This is weird.
He slows down to the point where we have to fully stop. He stops. He then gets off his bike, takes off his helmet. And mind you, it's not a motorcycle like a Ducati or a Harley. It's kind of like a hybrid.
Yes, knowing your bikes.
Yeah.
Like an old Harley that didn't have an upgrade of 2001. It was like old school.
Like he had like
he
a
built it
basket
himself.
on it.
No, he built it himself.
Whatever. Anyway, this man, he gets off. He takes his helmet off. He's clearly angry. And he starts walking towards us. And I'm just like, oh my God. And Raven's like, what the fuck? She's like, this is weird.
I'm prepping myself just in case.
Right. So he walks towards the car, stops dead center, looks Raven in the eyes, and he does this. And he literally goes pow pow 2 times.
And he calls me a bitch.
Well, then after that, he comes up to the window and he starts yelling at you in the window. And you were just like, I'm sorry. And you went around his bike and left him. Yeah. And then we were super freaked out and you drove kind of quickly.
So I also know how to evade. Don't ask me why I know how to evade, but I know how to evade. We evaded him a little bit and like hid in a corner and he was following us. Yep. And I was like, there he goes. And I quickly zipped out. Thank goodness we were in a electric vehicle, so there was no engine to be heard. She hates me when I say that word. Vehicle.
Just say car. Just say Tesla.
No, it's a vehicle.
Yeah, thank goodness we were in electric vehicle so we could be all stealth. And then we decided we were not moving to Topanga Canyon.
And we're not moving to Topanga Canyon. The grid that cities planned out happened way before Hummers were invented, way before SUVs and F-150s.
And Tesla trucks.
You know, this is when cars were a lot smaller, when they were...
And yeah, it's true. It's like our city does need updating. But I just want to say that I also think that cars need multiple horns.
Different kinds of horns.
Multiple horns.
Yeah, I agree. There needs to be a horn for...
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, it's my thought. I think cars
I'm agreeing with you.
Just you can agree and not take it over. Okay. I think that cars need to have multiple horns. I think we need a stop, you're about to hit me horn. I think we need a hey, what's up? I know you horn. I think we need a like, whoa, motherfucker, you hit me horn. What do you think about it?
I agree with you, but I'm not going to interject on your thought, but I agree with you.
I love that. How many horns would you want?
I would definitely want it's a red light horn. I definitely want a, hey, you're too close to my lane horn. I want a, hey, there's a bicycle behind you. Let's all move over to the left to let this bike through horn. I think there's a horn of, there's something happening ahead. So obviously, I just want voices. I just want to press certain voice and you hear a big voice come out.
You just need like a megaphone. Yeah. You need like a cop megaphone situation where you could be like, hey, you're about to hit me. Hey, bicyclists, move. Bicyclists, that's another thing.
In Los Angeles, we have a lot of motor vehicles.
So in LA... You just are trying to tell us all, babes, that in LA we have a lot of scooters.
We have a lot of motorized scooters.
Yeah, like birds and limes and all that.
And they're not allowed to be on the sidewalk. So now we also have to drive with them on the road. The roads aren't big enough for motorcycles, motorized scooters, bicycles, unipeds, unicycles, segways, hoverboards,
pedestrians.
I'm tired of this.
Oh my God, rollerbladers and roller skaters.
They're all supposed to be on the street. Ain't enough space, boo.
Yeah, it's true. It's really overwhelming. Every time we leave and we get on the road, it's a risk because you don't know if you're going to get traffic. You don't know if you're going to get people flying at you. You don't know what you're about to see. Yeah, because people fly out at you at random times. When you're on this road,
especially downtown,
and you know, with me, I just get dicks in the wild, so it is always a risk.
It is always a risk. Go check the history of this channel. You know what we're talking about. Who's a better driver, you or me?
Me.
All right. I don't think you're a better driver.
Do you think we're equal?
I think we're equal in different ways.
You know where you beat me for sure? Like, no, I will not ever contest this. Is in reverse driving.
Oh, I'm beast.
You literally can drive backwards at 50 miles an hour.
No, 45.
Okay, 45 miles an hour with zero issue. Like, I could never and don't ever want to.
Oh, yeah.
But unlike you, I don't hit poles.
I'm sorry. Who hit a pole?
You did.
Okay. Did you hit a wall? In a car that I own?
You hit a pole in a Mercedes that you were renting. Damaged.
You were pulling forward and hit a wall.
No, I just didn't stop. And that wasn't my fault.
Wait. What do you... It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about stopping. I'm talking about hitting something. Did you hit a wall, Miranda?
I tapped gently. So back to traffic. When leaving the house, do you factor traffic in to when you're deciding to leave?
I factor traffic in every day.
Yeah?
I leave 30 minutes early anywhere because everywhere in LA takes 30 minutes, Cher.
Does Waze do that for you?
Oh my God.
You love Waze.
Guys, I love Waze. I love the fact that they have a Sagittarius.
Oh, I know. It weirds me out. It's like, hey, Sagittarius, you must be feeling really mischievous today. Exit here. And I'm like, what did she just say to you?
She's like, it's okay. You don't have to listen to me. I know you want to go get ice cream, but just come here and then we can do your fun stuff after.
Yeah. Hey, Sagittarius, we know that you're probably getting bored right about now, but turn left on La Cienega. I'm like, what? What?
Navigation has become a really bad crutch for me. And you know what else has become a bad crutch for me? The backup cameras.
Oh, shit. That's a non-negotiable. Think about what our parents had to deal with. No cell phones, no navigation, like no backup cameras.
No
our parents,
sensors.
They did this the whole way. This. Like, you know
what
I mean?
This.
Yeah, just no.
Sit down.
Exactly. Nothing. Like, it's so crazy. My dad's like, where's the Thomas guide?
I was like, Thomas guide.
Yeah,
put an arrow down in the comments if you know what we're talking about when we say Thomas guide. Yeah, there's some crutches that we have as this generation, but I think as we move forward, people are going to implement your idea when it comes to traffic. And for those out there, be nice to the driver next to you.
Yeah, drive safely. Wear your seatbelt. Don't text and drive. Honk one of your 15 horns. So, today we are toasting to every single air conditioning unit in the city of Los Angeles because they are working overtime. And that is really it. I just want to thank the LADWP and every single place that's keeping us with lights on and cool during this horrible heat wave.
Thank you so much for your services. There's so many people that are having to stay in their homes because of their health condition during this time. And so all of those service people who go out to make sure that we're keeping our elders alive and our young people safe, so important. It's really hot out there, everybody. Please do not forget to drink water.
And please keep your animals inside during this time. It's almost fall, though. People are going to be like, what the hell are we talking about? But it's like, it's just really abnormally hot in Los Angeles. And I can't stop talking about that and my nails and the fact that I can't smell. All right. Love you guys. Bye.